You're getting, oh. Welcome back, doers, tinkerers, and technologists. There's a printer going over there. Today we're going to be talking about 3D printing. This is what the boys and I have been working on quite a bit. They've started a little 3D printing business, selling stuff to further school and at events and stuff. It's been really fun. But I wanted to talk about the Kobra S1 we got. We've really liked it. It's got a little over 400 hours of printing on it, I think. I can look that up and confirm that in a bit. But we had a little manufacturing issue that I'll get into, and I am doing some work on the printing head, and so I'll walk you through what I'm doing there. As you can see, I've already taken this apart quite a bit. I actually recorded all of that, but forgot to turn on my lapel mic, so none of it was recorded. There's no audio for it, but I think I can catch you up to where we're at and give you the details that you missed. We've taken the front cover off. We've got the back cover off. This is an upgraded nozzle I'm going to be switching to since we're in here. And this is the reason we're in here to begin with. This is a sensor. As you can see, it was pinched. Let's see if we can get it to focus. It's focusing on the holographic build plate in the background. Anyways, there is, let's see, right there, maybe we can get it. Yeah, there you go. You can see it was pinched behind a screw. It is that screw right there. I'll show you when we put it back together. When I opened it up to figure out why I was getting the error I was getting, I could see that that was pinched. And it went for 400 hours before we had this error. Not bad. I'm pretty pleased. But we are going to upgrade to a newer nozzle. Hardened steel. This one was good, though. Did a really good job. I already got the new one installed. And it goes, right. It's right here. It is going to be really hard to record this while I'm doing it. So there's the new one. Now I need to get that back in up here. This goes like this with this front plate right here. I'm going to reassemble this real quick, and before I screw things together, I'll show you, because I don't have a way to hold my phone and show you this at the same time. Before we move on to that, I do want to point out this little spring. Be extremely careful as you take it apart. You could lose that spring. I would remove this build plate just so you could see everything better right now, but I'm afraid of losing that spring or this little plastic piece that's right next to it. I had all this better organized earlier too, but it has gotten moved around. We now a second video of me holding stuff up and showing it to the camera. Yeah, this is going to go away. There's the filament cutter down there and the screws for the exterior. These are the screws for holding the hot end in place, and these are the screws for other pieces. Let's start reassembling. We're going to get the new sensor installed in the cover and see if we can get the tiny spring and filament. This little, it's like a little seesaw, like the switch. When the filament's in there, it will trigger this sensor right there. I think I've got my phone balanced with light in a way that will help me see what I'm doing and help you see what I'm doing. This is the area we're going to be working in right here. This is the top. It will go in so. It will go in like that to the extruder housing. We need to get this. We're going to use some tweezers. We need to get this little guy up in here. Oh, first we need the spring. Let's see if we can get it in there. All right, that's a good start. Now we're going to do this guy. Springs in there. This doesn't help if you're an old man and have shaky hands. Let's see if we can get it in a little hole. It's really hard to see what I'm doing with the phone. Hey, it just kind of fell into place. Nice. See, it's in place now. Now we've got to finagle this little guy. See that guy? This sensor needs to split that rocker. We want to do so very carefully because we already know these wires are very delicate. We're going to kind of slide it at an angle. Oh, and I popped it off. All right. I'm going to try and hold that one in while sliding this one in and get, and there we go. Oh, it's kind of in. And there we go. I think I got it in. You can't see anything, but ignore my long fingernails. Okay, I think we're in. Now, we're going to try and hold this. And we need to get the plastic piece for the Bowden tube. Bowden? Yeah, something like that. And then we're going to try and get this piece back on this way very carefully. I'm still holding that sensor in place because it kind of wants to push up and I don't want to lose that spring. You can kind of see, let me see if I can get a better angle. Oh, it's so close. the problem is this wire is going to be in my way, so I'm going to probably have to do this off camera. I'll be right back. Well, actually, I'm still going to record because my hands are full. So you're just gonna get a close-up view of my hand and maybe get to hear this on the flip side. Everything's still in. We're looking good. This is not an easy procedure by any stretch, but I lost it. Did we lose the spring? The spring is still there, but the black piece came loose. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Spring's still there, but the switch fell out. Let's do that again. One time. I'm going to try and do it with my finger this time. Nope, I'm not. Tweezers it is. Let's see. Nailed it first try. All right, let's see. Oh, bump the phone. Really trying not to break something. All right. The red wire. Oh, you can't see it. Shoot. Let me see. The red wire on the sensor goes at the top. It goes on the side closest to you, I should say. It's actually below the black wire, so it is not exactly the top, but facing you. Ignore my rambling. I'm nervous right now. Trying to get this installed. Come on, stay in there. Almost had it, but the sensor came loose. Is not seating very well. There we go. There's very little room to work in here as well, and you got little wires that all want to get in your way. Pieces that want to not be in exact. The sensor came into the wrong spot again. Just don't lose the spring. The spring is important, and the little black piece. As long as we don't lose those. You know what I should have done? Actually, hold on. That's what we're gonna do. I connected this earlier on the first video. I'm going to pull it back out. It'll be a lot easier to connect that rear wire later. Basically what I've done is I've pulled the back wire out from the main board on the hot end, so that now I have a little more flexibility with this hand, and that sensor isn't moving so much. You're getting, oh, bump, bump. Okay, let's put that back in. Okay, that's back in. Let's get this piece. This sensor just will not stay in there very well. I can get it like that pretty easily. Almost forgot this piece. And there we go. I think I got it. Yeah, look, sensor's in, tube clamp is in. I think everything's in. Can you see the look, tube clamp? Sensor's in nice. Okay, now we're going to put the cooling block back on, not backwards. That goes like this, like that. Lined up. We got the 3 screws in the back right here. Get one, and then I can breathe a small sigh of relief as I have passed the hardest part now. See if I can get you a little better angle of my thumb. There you go. All right. Let's get the rest of these screws in there. Oh yeah, good stuff. Definitely recommend not plugging in that sensor if you're replacing it. Honestly, I probably should have unplugged everything. It would have made it so much easier. So we got like this. Now we need to add our gears back in. This should go in nicely. Good. We did this the first time. They slid right in very easily. Now it is going a little more difficultly. I don't know if it's the bearing and the net. There we go. Yeah, okay. There we go. Just had to get it lined up just right. Okay. All right, that's in. Now everything's looking good. Sensor's good. Sensor's good. All right, that's good. Let's get our wires clear. Make sure we don't pinch anything. All right, I thought I'd show you where it was pinched. The original blue wire was pinched right here between these two. Where that black wire is, right between those two is where it was pinched. And eventually, I think the movement just eventually caused it to cause an error. I'm going to continue to reassemble this. Several screws need to go here. I'm going to organize the there's a screw here. Sorry. There's a screw that will go there. I need to put the filament cutter back in. There's a screw that will go there. And a few more other screws. I'll probably just double check where they all go and come right back. Just a quick update. It was not there that it got pinched. It was actually this screw. It actually may have been this screw. One of the screws, it was behind the screw that was screwed in. I just said screw like 4 times, but you get the idea. It was pinched behind one of the screws. And it was really screwy. I'm about to connect it in the back. I'll try to get you an example of that now. All right, so now we're looking at the back of the board. We're going to put this piece in right there. Let's see if we can do this from a little bit distance. And Should go in pretty easy. There we go. Lift it in, and there you go. That's in now. Should be able to start reassembling the back and the filament cutter and the rest of the extruder in the front. We've got the filament cutter gone back in here. I just need to put the 3 screws for that in. I already put the screw in here just to hold the unit in place, so I didn't have to worry about it falling out anymore. I need to put a screw in here, these 3, that one, and I'll double check to make sure I'm not missing any screws, because I did this like 2 weeks ago, and it's hard to remember where all the screws went. And then I have 4 screws for the back that needs to be installed. But I have 3, 4, 5 screws still to go in. One of them goes somewhere. I'll figure it out. Be right back. The 5th one is right here, hidden behind these. We'll have to be very careful not to pinch any of those, because man, they run right through where that screw goes. We've got these 3, and then this unit has 1, 2, 3 as well. So, whoops, I didn't even show that on the screen, did I? So we've got the 3 for the cutter, and we've got this one, and this one for the extruder head. And I may be calling these things the wrong thing. I didn't read the manual. I'm making this up as I go, but it seems to be working. And I won't post this unless it does work. So, assuming that all of this works, and you're watching this right now, these instructions are valid. These 2 bottom screws, this one and this one, be extremely careful you don't pinch the wires. Just make sure, take your time, push them out of the way, get them up and over the top of your screw as you're screwing it in. And there we go. That should be good. Basically, any screws that are near your wires. We had this one, a little bit on this one, but definitely this one as well. Just watch out for all those. I think I'm good. I don't see any pinched wires. Just double checking, making sure everything's tight. Good. I think we're about ready. I'm getting excited. You hear it in my voice. I have 4 screws left in the back to put the back on. That's very simple. 4 screws, 1 on each side. They are the medium length screws, smaller ones, I guess. The longer ones all went up here. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that back plate on. Then I will put the upgraded nozzle back in, and we'll start a test print. Back plate is on. Now all I have to do is put the hot end in. I figured I can do that one-handed, easy enough. And then we lock it down. Nice, nice. Push the wires out of the way in the back, maybe. And plug it in, maybe. Maybe we'll plug it in, then push the wires out of the way. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to take it back out and then plug it in. We're smart, maybe. It's hard to get this angle right. There we go. Plugged in, I think. It is so hard to tell. I can't see. Let me use my screen. Oh yeah, it's in. Cool. Hey, that looks much better. I removed the smudge that was on my camera lens also. So now it's not all cloudy looking. Hey, professional noob tuber here. All right, let's see if we can get this in now. Oh, it doesn't like that angle. There we go. Now let's lock it in. Get these up and out of the way, maybe. All right, I'm going to lock this in, and then I'll come back and start our first print. All right, everything is in. All I have to do is reconnect these 2 wires, pop the hood on, and start print. So the next clip should be a print going. So ready? 3, 2, 1. Printing. Printing. Oh, yeah. Yes.